What's up, boys and girls? This is D20RP Gamer here, and I'm a little under the weather, so forgive me for that. I'm just opening up my Christmas presents. Well, like they've been open. It's just I'm actually just starting to unwrap this one here. I took the plastic off, and then I realized, maybe I should do an unboxing video just so we can experience this together. Santa Claus brought me Dungeons & Dragons Ruins of War dungeon tiles. This is pretty cool. I just took the plastic off, like I said, and then I figured I'd make the video, and we'll do this together. First off, I did pop off some of them, but we'll get to those tiles. Cool little feature, they give you a sample map in the back once you open everything up and take everything out. This is a potential layout for any kind of circus scene or outdoor war party inside of a little mini fortress protected by wood stuff. Looks pretty cool. Alright, let's get into the actual tiles. Like I said, I popped out some of these and then the thought came, oh, let me do a little opening video, so we're opening. First ones that we've broken down. I noticed we have a little trench. Pretty cool. You could have lower level fighting and combat advantage, disadvantage. Flip that tile over, we have trees. These offer ambush points. We can have cover and concealment. A little slow movement in through there. That sounds pretty cool to me. We have elevated and elevated land. So this is a little hill berm kind of thing going on. So you have upper combat advantage. It could potentially offer, if you got one guy here, concealment. And on top you have combat advantage and disadvantage. Pretty cool little piece to have. We have more of that. So we have the little curved berm. We have two of these straight berms. On the back we have rocky terrain. Slow you guys down a little bit. We have dead slain soldiers. We have a giant like orc or ogre beast. And a big combat battle has been fought, and yeah, you can have your people go through that and search and find mysterious weapons. Looks pretty cool. Another little one is a 2x2 giant crossbow with destroyed giant crossbow on the back. Nice. Now we got one of those little trebuchets, or little catapult kind of deal going on there. I like that. I've not used any of these kind of medieval weapons in any campaigns, but I did see a video by Dungeon Master Johnny talking about the castle, so this may actually be part of something you can use in that little campaign or little adventure, going through the painting. Oh, and I like that. On the back we have the destroyed catapult with difficult terrain. That's definitely something you could slow the guys down with. Before we get into the other side of this, let's finish these up. We have a pile of spears, and we also have, well, not spears. Well, they could be spears depending on your dungeon. These actually are the posts for the fence that go around the entire fortress based on the sample map. We have two guardsmen, armor, they have a shield, and they have swords. They could just be dummies standing on the field. Who knows? I don't know. More posts for the outside perimeter, just piled up, tough terrain. Another dead battle scene. Like I said, you can have your guys search those bodies and find mystical weapons or find nothing. Maybe they're just trying to cache all their stuff and they just want to grab all that and run with it and sell it later on. Depends on how they're going to have means of carrying that around. We've got part of the outer perimeter fence, and on the back of that we have a small crater. Pretty cool. Something to offer a little, little obstacle. You got to jump over this, climb through it, slow you guys down. Next we have a big hilltop. Well, not really big hilltop, like high, but you could definitely make this as high as you want. You have low ground, climbing terrain, and then you have the main battlefield on the top. You can use your imagination, put things up on here, make things a little harder, but don't forget you have the combat advantage, disadvantage, plus the slowing climb. On the reverse of that, we have a giant crater. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8 square tile. Pretty cool. Tough terrain, all that good stuff. Alright, now we're going to actually start popping some of these bad boys out. Alright, we have a big circus tent looking thing and 2 little fire pits. On the reverse of that, we have a little farm with plowed out, ready to go, ready to grow crops. You can imaginary grow crops in there, so this will be just like a little thing. You have corn growing, whatever, however you have your campaign set up. That's pretty cool. Nice little touch that you can add to any dimension. Or, yeah. Forgive me, guys, I'm a little under the weather. It's just been working really hard and just haven't been able to get rest in. Today I'm actually off and I'm getting substantial rest, but we're doing this first. Little trap door or hidden secret passage, and on the reverse we have the actual wooden planks that were keeping this little hole hidden. They now are moved and offer the hole to be seen into. We have a corner of an underground, or not underground, but like a corner of a dug-in ditch, and the corner of the fortress foundation, or wall, yeah. Giant fire pit, 2 by 2, and you can have this either burnt out, or this could be like another little dip in the depression. So fire pit and burnt out fire pit. Perimeter wall door, as well as the open door. Let's move on. Another projectile arm, ranged projectile. This looks like it's like a catapult, trebuchet. I don't know. A little difficult terrain to cross over the boulders that are stacked up. On the reverse, we have the entire destroyed mechanism. Digging deeper, we have guard post towers. So you have your perimeter, the way your PCs can get in and out of that area, ladders to climb, and 2 guard post towers. So you can post this up with archers. You can have an encounter, have this gate closed using this as a little supplement, or toss that in there, right? The gates are closed. Hey, who are you? Blah, 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 blah. Play it out. Okay, we'll open the gate. Gate opens, they can pass through. Pretty cool. More raised terrain. Oh, we didn't touch the back of this one. You have difficult terrain and a river. That's pretty cool, because, I mean, everybody has the need for water. Little water encounters. You can have like little froglings in there. Or just make it difficult for the guys to get across. Another guard tower corner. This is an elevated area with a ladder and the perimeter. So you guys are out here, they're in here, they climb up, etc., etc. You be the judge, you be the moderator. On the back of that, we have difficult terrain, a fallen horse, and 3 fallen soldiers. This is a ruins of war, so you're gonna have a lot of battle scenes. There are a lot of battle scenes in here. Alright, next little pop outs, more raised terrain, hills, and berms. And on the reverse, beginnings and ends of the riverbanks, or you can make a little mini pond with this. Pretty cool. Ruins of war. You have ruins. This little tile is burnt down, destroyed piece of a house or building, or what remains of whatever it was. On the reverse, we have campaign tenting, so you can intertwine this with the giant tent. This is where your party can sleep, or your NPCs are sleeping. These could be just the barrack tents. Pretty cool. Alright, we have concrete, the foundation and the actual perimeter still being built, with pylons ready to be dug in and set. I like this little piece here. This is a stairway going down into a hole or a door. You could probably interchange this with many adventures, because, I mean, who doesn't need a dungeon door or hidden passageway? Okay, we're getting through. We got 2 more We got these last few and these here, and then we'll be done. Another larger, but not gargantuan. This is a 4x4 crater. Difficult terrain, lower level fighting, upper level. Another perimeter, wooden posts, single 4x4 single tent, and we have a 4x4 single piece of ruin. It's a corner of a house. In theory, it's 10 by 10 by 10. So yeah, that's another little piece to add to your ruins area. We have a giant battering ram. It's 2x4, so this thing's about 20 feet long. And in scale, it'll be 5 feet wide. So this requires 8 people at the minimum to carry. Something heavy, something cool, something useful you can use as a battering ram in your campaign. This looks like a dried out waterbed. Maybe offered a little difficult terrain. Maybe you can have a little teleportation thing going on in there. I don't know. You're the DM. You decide. Alright, we're getting to the last tile. We have more difficult terrain dead bodies. Got 2 guys here. Killed each other in battle, and on the reverse, spikes, wooden spikes. Use that somewhere along the line. We have a weapons rack, so you can incorporate that somehow, as well as more spikes. A ladder laying on the floor, both in a little trench and on the reverse, just laying out in the middle of a grass field. We have a single ladder climbing out of a trench, so if you decide you want to use any of these little cards here, which is the trench, you can use that ladder to get in and out, as well as a ladder climbing from grass to an elevated level, looks like a secret passage to the actual, or not a secret passage, but a back way into the fortress that most of these other cards have had. Alright, the rest of these are trenches. Let's go over real quick. You have a 2x8. 2x8, it's a long hallway trench. You have 2x4 trenches. One has difficult terrain somewhere along the line. Another 2x4 to a dead end. 2x4 with a stairwell going down into a doorway. Possible dungeon entrance or secret passage entrance. Trench corners and a T. So you got one corner, second corner, so you can have this little trench looping back and forth. You maybe even create a maze with this whole scenario. That's pretty cool. And there's a T in the road, and a little passageway they can use to cross over the top of one of these possibly. Along on the back of that is difficult terrain, those same wooden planks laid out probably somewhere in the grass next to all this stuff. Alright, so we discussed the corridors of the trenches. On the reverse, we have more of the outside perimeter wooden posts. And these can be set up as your outside perimeter. You'll need to use these corner posts on the back of the trench posts to create a nice little inside perimeter, and one of them is actually a T, so you can have a dead end kind of thing or just box off certain areas. I'm going to build a little sample real quick right here for you guys, and then we are going to close this video. So yeah, let's take a look real quick. So you got a little corner, you have a long run, you have another corner, short run, you got to come to a T, and then along the long run, short run. But you can also spice this up, flip these bad boys over, and now we have a whole other realm to play with. You can have your guys come down a hallway this way, hit this little corner, come down a little bit, hit this corner, they come to this T, breaking down to a dead end, or to a little staircase that goes down. I mean, your imagination basically runs this whole bad boy here, and it's up to you what you want to use these with. But I like this little set because it gives you three different kind of feels. You have the ruined city aspect of things. You can pick and choose and compile a little something with that. you have this wooden fortress, which you can build upon. Hold on, let's get something out there. You can have your trees on the outside of the wooden fortress, and farmland with the big farm tile, and maybe even a big crater. Have the battle going on over here, the wooden fortress with the destroyed trebuchets and catapults, and there's a river running by next to it, and dead bodies on the outside with a berm that looks into it. I mean, this is probably a really good set to have that would bring more visual aid to Dungeon Master Johnny's the painting encounter, which I actually thought was really cool, and I would like to actually try that with my guys, and having this really makes that possible. This will add a lot of visual appeal to it. So yeah, this is a pretty cool set. I mean, like I said, we got the ruins, we got the tents, we have the fortress with the towers, ladders, you have the trenches, which you can develop inside or outside. A lot of cool little options to add to your campaigns with this one. And yeah, so I like this one. It's pretty cool. One more time, we got the little sample map so you can kind of see what's going on inside, which you could use. Like I demonstrated, you have the fortress, the outside fortress with guard towers and the berm to protect everybody inside with fire pits, and the giant command tent plus soldier tents, trees to make things pretty or make things harder, the little trenches and destroyed armor, and well, that's not destroyed, but destroyed buildings, destroyed catapult, and a new catapult. You can have some fun with this. This is any outdoor campaign, and yeah, I like it. Ruins of War, Dungeons & Dragons Ruins of War, my little Christmas present from Santa Claus to me. Yeah. So I guess that review's over. If you want to pick one of these up, there's a link in the description, and it's a link to Amazon where you can check out other people's reviews. I'm going to actually leave a little review as well on this, and if you like it, pick it up. It's a good little set, I think. I'm definitely going to incorporate this, and I'm going to use this. I'm actually, now that I'm opening this and seeing this, I'm going to use this entire set on the painting campaign that, or the painting, you know, the painting thing that Dungeon Master Johnny was actually talking about in one of his last videos. So yeah, this is a cool little set, and if you want to run that and you want some visual aid, pick this up. Alright guys, this is Pete, D20RP Gamer. I'm signing out. Sorry I'm sick, but I tried my best to make this as nice as possible. You can hit the subscribe button if you like this, like it, leave some comments, let me know what you guys think. If you have this, please let me know what you think. Make a review video and share it with the rest of us. If I see any videos, I'll definitely put them in the description below. This way we share each other's knowledge, each other's experience, and maybe each other's ideas on what kind of campaigns to use this for. Alright guys, thank you for coming by. This is D20RP Gamer. Pete signing out.